Well, at the end of yesterday's video, I did say that I'm not sure what kind of video today is going to be. Now I know what it's going to be, and it's Goodbye Tokyo. Welcome to the video, folks, and this is going to be a tough one. It really is, because as you know, we applied for 2 jobs at the end of yesterday's video: AA Gent in the Jupiler Pro League and AS Monaco in the French Ligue 1. And if we go to our inbox, we've been offered a job by Monaco. We have had 2 interviews actually, and the second interview will not be what you're expecting, but let's just have a quick look if it's still going to show. There you go. So we had a job offer 3 minutes apart. Monaco came in first, offering us a job interview. Despite offering you an interview, the board do have strong reservations about your suitability for the club's somewhat scaled back vision for the future. This is mainly as a result of your slight reluctance towards making set pieces an important part of your approach. Don't know where they got. We're not very good at set pieces, but we do play for set pieces. The interview will give you the opportunity to discuss your suitability for the role and allow us to discuss our ambitions and plans with you in more detail. When I read that, I did think to myself, don't look like we're getting the Monaco job, but we'll go for the interview anyway. And then we also had the job offer or the job interview come through for Rems. The board are very impressed with your great performance at FC Tokyo, which is why we've identified you as one of their top candidates. One of the reasons the board has decided to offer you an interview is because they feel you would be an acceptable fit for the club's somewhat scaled back vision for the future. A lot of people are doing scaled back visions for the future, I've noticed. The interview will give the board the opportunity to discuss their ambitions, blah, 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 blah. And so I went to both interviews, and like I said, the Monaco one, I didn't think we was going to get anywhere with that. And I always thought maybe the Rems one sounds a bit more promising. Now, in the meantime, before we get into the job offers, I've accepted bids for 2 of our players. Now, to be fair, Krastev, we had an offer from Leeds for him a little bit previously, and they were offering something like £6.5 million. I rejected it. He come back to me and said that he wants to make the move. Why am I standing in the way of his future and all this sort of stuff? And I told him I'd accept a bid of £8.5 million. Leeds come in then with a bid of, I think something like £6 million, with the other £2.5 million in instalments and add-ons and whatever else. So I took out the instalments and add-ons, upped the fee to £8.5 million, and just said to them, if you want him, you give me the £8.5 million up front or no deal. They then accepted that. So honouring what I'd previously said to Krastev, I accepted the offer of £8.5 million. Then we get the offer for Prisbrek coming, and this is actually up to a value of £18 million. So we get £14.5 million as the initial fee, £3.5 million after he's played 50 appearances for them. Bear in mind, he's 22 years old, so he's got the whole of his future ahead. He's not that keen on, or he actually said he isn't interested in Sheffield United, but he's willing to enter discussions. Now, bearing in mind, we bought him in for £17.5 million. If we're able to get £14.5 million back straight away with a potential 3.5 taken up to a total of 18 million after 50 games, that would actually represent potentially a slight profit on a player that, yes, he's been very decent for us, but he is also a bit injury prone as well. If we actually look at his, is it not? Oh, there you go. It doesn't say he's injury prone down here, but he has had quite a few injuries, as you will know yourselves. So I think that's a decent return on him. And I accepted that before the offer from Monaco came in. So I'm kind of looking at it now thinking £14.5 million there, £18.5 million, that's £23 million that can be added into this for a £31 million transfer budget for the incoming manager. There's also £72,000 spare in the wage budget, plus the money that these 2 earn will be freed up. So already 72,000, 17,000 for him takes up to 89 million. And then Prisbrek's is 22.5. So they're going to have over £100,000 in wages to spend with the 30 odd million that they could potentially have. Like I say, Prisbrek may well turn it down. We can find out in the future. Looking at the offer from Monaco, £15.5 million transfer budget with £1.8 million wage budget. Obviously, we don't know how much of that wage budget is available and how much of it they could be overspent for all I know. No board requests. We've promised to hit our competition expectations, basically, and to keep the director of football in place. They're offering me £7,250 per week, which if we have a look at my current contract, I'm on £5,000 per week. So that's an increase. Percentage of club compensation required for managerial role, 50%. So Monaco are willing, presumably, to pay the £200,000 to Monaco. So I've kind of sat here and had a little think about it, because obviously I don't want to just jump and make the wrong decision or anything like that. But there's absolutely nothing that's convincing me I should stay at Tokyo. We've achieved everything there is to achieve. We've won all the domestic competitions, and we won all that in one season. We've won the Community Shield, the Champions League, and if we look at the league table as it is at the moment, we're 12 points clear of the league. We're going to win the league. I mean, if the new manager comes in and doesn't win the league with Tokyo from this position, then they've brought in the wrong manager. Let's be quite honest about that. If we have a look at our squad, we've got some really decent players in this squad. We really have. This is such a good squad of players that they really don't need to do a great deal with it. Obviously, with Prisbrick and Krastev leaving, you've got the likes of Kazuki and Masawatai that can automatically just slot in. But you've also got the money there to go out and buy replacements, which is what I would do. I'd go out and buy replacements for them two players. But they've just got such a good squad already here. They've got some really good youngsters in it. Look, they've got a strong reserve squad. They've got a strong under-18 squad. If we have a look at it, they've got some really decent, talented players in this reserve squad. In the under-18s, filter it by potential, got some really decent potential players in here as well. We have left them in such a good position. If we have a look at the debts and the loans, there's just under £5 million transfer debt. There's no other net debt, so there's nothing wrong there. Projections, they're 3.47 million at the end of this season, down a little bit next season, up to 6.79 million the season after that. The projections are all looking good as well. They've still got £12.6 million in the bank as it is. They kind of stay around that kind of price, really. And yeah, overall, everything is just looking so good. Team cohesion is excellent. Club atmosphere is excellent. Managerial support is excellent. If we also go and have a look at my profile, is it my profile we're on? No, it's not. It's overview. There you go. We have a look at our overview. With Tokyo, we've been in charge for 1,064 days, which is just under the amount of time by like 26 days under what we spent with Fukushima. At Tokyo, we've played 159 games. We've won 116, drawn 25, lost just 18. Goals for 429, goals against 149, goal difference 280, a win percentage of 72%. In our career with Tokyo, we've won 5 cups, 2 leagues. We have also had a promotion, but that was with Fukushima, obviously. And we've just done such a good job. We have been having an awesome time with FC Tokyo. We've not moved on in terms of games. The last time he was with us was on the 5th of June. It's now 12 days later. I mean, I've already picked the team to go out against Yamagata. We're fielding a reserve team for that game. That will probably change now, but that's the team I was set to go with. Players on the bench as well. We're basically all set to go. So what I want to do is I want tomorrow's video, or not tomorrow's video, Monday's video, to be the main welcome to Monaco video. But I think what we will do is we will accept the offer now and then, or start negotiations. Let's get into that. So we'll start negotiations. 7.25, can we up it to 8,000? Will they let us do that? Let's have a look. Suggest terms. They've agreed to it. They want us to qualify for the Champions League, reach the latter stages of the Europa League. We're going to have £15 million to spend. We're going to finalise that deal. And when we exit the talks and click continue, we will be arriving at Monaco. So I'll see you on the other side of this transition as we say hello to our new club. Here we are, folks. Breaking news. AS Monaco hire Hills in a move which is sure to spark plenty of heated debate. Damien Hills has left FC Tokyo to join AS Monaco. Hills, who of course most famously lifted the Asian Champions League, yes I did, with FC Tokyo in May, will no doubt be hoping to bring similar success in stepping up to a bigger club. Hills will face pressure to bring immediate success to the Stade Louis II, having stepped up from his previous standing to take sole charge, and will need to hit the ground running if he is to win over those who believe his appointment is a questionable decision. Ricardo Suarez was considered to be the favourite for the job, but it is unclear whether the club favoured Hills all along. FC Tokyo will now be looking for a new manager. AS Monaco finished the season in 6th place in League One Uber Eats. AS Monaco have recorded 4 wins with just 1 defeat in their last 5 matches. Doesn't sound great. Director of football is Thiago Scuro. We need to get familiar with him because he's the man we're going to be working with. 1.8 million in the wage budget, 15.5 million transfer budget, as we know. Finances are rich. We have an 18,521 capacity stadium built in 1985. Yet, whatever that says, is our training centre. We've got excellent training facilities, excellent youth facilities, and exceptional youth recruitment. I really want to have a look at what we've got in the youth team. Assistant manager is Johan Ramer. I do not speak French, but I'm pretty confident that was an incorrect pronunciation. If you're French, give me tips, please. I need it. Right, next, so they play a 4-2-3-1. Navarro. Oh my word, it's Mr. Navarro. For those of you that have watched my Sampdoria save, my rebuilding Sampdoria, you will know all about Navarro. They've also got Fofana, Zakaria. There's some recognisable names, Vanderson, there's some recognisable names, Golovin, in this team. Squad personality is very determined. Top goal scorer is Danny Namasso. Golovin is their top earner. Zouagi is our best potential player. Let's click new. We know all about all of this. Click next. Yeah, we know all about all of that. They want to develop players using the club's youth system, make the most of set pieces, finish above Marseille in the league, maintain a higher reputation than Nice, and qualify for the Champions League. We'll do all of that, no problem at all. Schedule press conference meeting media, that's fine. Monthly, yep, that's fine. Confirm. There you go. We are, mass exodus. Damien Hill's departure from FC Tokyo has sparked a mass exodus within the club's backroom team. No fewer than 4 staff members have decided to walk following Hills' recent departure. I mean, I wouldn't call 4 staff members a mass exodus. The staff members decided to leave are Ralph. Oh, my assistants left. Ryuto Goto, the set-piece coach. Jion Take-Su, the performance analyst. And Lee Sargerson, the scout. I mean, okay, maybe the assistant was a bit of a blow to them, but I'm not going to be employing him here. Well, I'll have a look at what our assistant manager's like. Right, that's them hiring us. This is our manager timeline. We joined Fukushima in 2023, left them midway through 2026 in July of 2026. We've then spent 3 years at Tokyo before leaving them a month shy or a couple of weeks shy of the 3-year mark. Review ongoing negotiations. So this guy coming in, contract rejected. What's going on here? Who's Danny on loan from FC Porto? So he's their top goal scorer and he's 4 stars. He does look pretty decent, to be honest. What? Have a look at the ins. So we're planning on bringing him in for 20 million, raising to 38.5 million. I don't know if I really want to. No, I think if he's rejected the contract, then no, I think we'll just leave that as it is. Right, let's get back here. Nathan Leandri, offer made. It's been stalled. He's a right back, 20 years old. I mean, yeah, I'm quite happy for them to accept that. Go for it. I don't think he's going to make much of a splash. He's already 20 and still rubbish. Tactical direction required. Oh, we're going to love doing a tactic, and I think we'll leave that until I keep saying tomorrow, till Monday's video. Let's have a look at the squad. That feels like a bit of a short squad, this one. So we've got a squad of 23 players. Granelli is on loan from Roma. He's a central midfielder. When does he leave? So he leaves in a couple of weeks' time. Okay. Doesn't look, I mean, he's leaving, so there's no point even looking at him. Same with Namasso. So if we just, we're leaving where they are for me. I don't want to cause anyone to have the ump. Right, so we've only got one goalkeeper at the club. That's a bit of a problem, and he's not great either. Alexander Bobek, 25-year-old Polish first-choice keeper. I don't think you're going to be... Do we bring Nezawa back? I don't think he's going to be sticking around for much longer. Definitely not as their first choice. Anyway, we've got three centre-backs in Muniz, Baracina and Salisu. Is there anybody else that can play at centre-back? Wilfried Singo can, but he prefers to play out here. Oh, he likes to be a wing-back on attack. I've had him in previous iterations of Football Manager, and he's been very good for me in the past. So he's someone that I would definitely be looking at being my right-back. Sepp van der Berg's 6'4", jumping reach 16, heading 15. I mean, he likes to be a wide centre-back, which he's not going to be. I mean, he's got decent value to him, hasn't he? But he's got 13 for passing. He could absolutely be our ball-playing defender. Absolutely, he can be. So he's likely to be on the right-hand side with probably Salisu on the left. Barashima is 22 years old. He's left only. Looks decent. He can be a backup, potential first choice for this 30-year-old. Muniz is 23. He's also left only. So where's the tactics? He's got a weak right foot, Muniz. Barashima also has a weak right foot. Right, so we're a bit unbalanced in defence. That could be a bit of an issue. So we might want to, does anyone want... Oh, okay, so Muniz is wanted by Lyon and a couple of Saudi teams by the looks of it. Barashina is wanted by Feyenoord. Salisu is wanted by Saudi, our Ali. So I don't mind selling both of these, especially with Genoa. I mean, if Salisu goes and we get 70 million for him, I don't mind that. 30 years old, 70 million pounds. Yes, please. Muniz could also leave for around 10 to 15 million, 12 to 14 million. Sepp van der Berg, we know, can play on the right-hand side. So we do need some reinforcements in centre-back, that's for certain. Potentially at right. Dennis Zakaria prefers to play in the midfield. Can he do an anchor role? So I've quite enjoyed the... Yes, he can. Right, I've quite enjoyed the anchor role, so he's probably going to play in there. He could also play a little bit further forward, but we're likely to go with a 4-2-3-1. What else? Where else was I looking at here? So Chao Enrique looks like they're going to be a left back. 31-year-old Brazilian. He's not for sale. I mean, again, he's likely to be the one. Look at that. 16 for crossing. 15 and 14 for pace and acceleration. I mean, yes, please. Oh, I'm loving this. This guy here, 31 years old, we need to get a shot of him, quite honestly. I think he needs to go. He's only a left back by this. Okay. Oh, no, hang on, wrong one. Who are we looking at? Munoz. Yeah, he's only a left back, so I don't really want him around. Brian Espinoza can play right and left. I mean, again, look at this. We've got some fullback. Fullbacks excite me. He's 21 years old. He's clearly a regen. He's got potentially 4.5-star potential. Oh, I do like the look of him. Him on the right. And is it this one, Enrique? Yeah, Enrique on the... I mean, Enrique is 31 though. That's the only problem. Yunus Mensah can play in the midfield. He likes to be a ball-winning midfielder or a central midfielder. I quite like the idea of a 4-3-3. He can also play in this area here as well, but I don't want... He's more of a backup to Zakaria. But Zakaria's 32. And Musa is 26. Yusuf Fafana. Now, in real life, I don't know if he's left yet, but he could be on his way out. He's 30 years old, wanted by Saudi Arabia, again up to the values. We could have a really nice rebuild here if we're prepared to sell some of our players. Rokas Pukstas, something like that, he's American apparently. He can play back here as a deep line playmaker. I'm not overly excited by him, but he looks okay. Then this guy here, who is 22 years old, he can do an anchor. I mean, to be fair, he could be a decent anchor actually. Looking at his attributes are a lot better than his star rating. What have we got in attack? So we've got Isaacson, who's 3 stars, 28 years old. Looks fine. He's got some good acceleration, some decent pace. He's determined. Yeah, he could be. Well, this guy is going to be leaving. Then we've got Robert Navarro. This is the guy that I'd quite happily play him on my left. He can score goals. Forget his finishing of 9. If he's anything in this universe as like he is in the rebuilding Sampdoria universe, he's a very decent player. So I'm quite excited to have him here. Alexander Golovin, again, I mean, he's 33 years old. He's an old man. I'm starting to think we don't do the 4-2-3-1, that we do the 4-3-3. Bril Mbolo as a striker, we know that he's good as well. But again, he's 32. Amal Bora, I mean, he looks rubbish, but do we keep him around? I mean, he's wanted by whom? Only on loan by clubs, so probably stick him back in the youth team or something. And then Christian Garcia as a striker. He's got 16 finishing. He's got 4.5. So I think we've got our. I mean, he's the other guy's twin. I'm sure he is. As an advanced forward as well, I actually quite like him. I really do like this. Eddie's a wonder kid. I love a 4.5 star potential wonder kid. Value of up to 89 million. I think we keep him for definite. And yeah, we could sell some players. We could bring some players in. The schedule won't be announced for next season yet because it hasn't rolled over. But I mean, to be fair to Monaco, they had a pretty strong end to the season. Where's Vanderson? I don't remember seeing him. Did I just skip past it? I mean, he's our right-hand sided player, isn't he? Inside forward, maybe an inverted winger, whatever on the right-hand side. He looks decent. We've got some really good players. We've got some trash, but we've also got some really good players. If we have a look at the finances, okay, so committed spending, we've still got nearly £200,000 in the wage budget to go over a £15 million transfer budget, which if we have a look at scouting, we need to set the team out. Let's have a look at our staff a minute. Oh my word. Oh dear, we need to get some staff sorted out. I mean, the physio department's fine. We've got more physios than we're meant to have. We've got 3 sports scientists. I won't allow any more than 1 at Tokyo. We've got 3. And 1 doctor, which makes sense, not 7 doctors. We need to get some scouts in, some recruitment analysts, some loan managers. Let's get some job adverts put out there straight away because we need to get our staffing set up. We need a set piece coach. Needs to be... Hang on a minute. Right, let's have a look. Where's the Exodus? A set piece coach, Ryoto Goto. I mean, he's not that great, to be fair, is he? Let's be honest. So I think we do just set up a advert for a set piece. I had intentions then of actually bringing one in. We need 6. I mean, have we got any goalkeeping coaches? We've got 1. We've got 2 fitness coaches and no regular coaches. Oh my word. So we need to advertise for... Hang on, it says no assistant manager. I thought we had an assistant. We've had this before, I'm pretty certain we have, where it doesn't show that we've got an assistant manager when we have. Right, we need to get a coach. We need to get a goalkeeping coach, or 2 probably. And we need to get... So if we get 2 goalkeeping coaches, a fitness coach, then we can get 3 regular coaches. So that should be what we need. And then we got, right, let's have a look at the coaching team. Because I've got an assistant manager. So what do I need to recruit another assistant manager? I mean, it's not even listing it. I don't understand why it's not listing my assistant managers. What on earth has happened here? Right. Okay. Staffing's a mess. We need to get that sorted out. What we do need to do is have a look at the responsibilities. Because I don't do training. No. See, this should just stay the way it normally is. I don't do training, so we'll sort that out. Right, we need to scouting, assigning scouts, providing scouting feedback, handling scout. Now that's all correct. Media, no. He can do that. He can do that. He can do that. He can do that. And he can do that. There you go. Oh, I hate having to keep redoing all of this. Provides teams, so that's correct, yeah. Just make sure it's all correct down there. The match, handles touchline shouts, leads team talks, friendly matches is done by him. Let's say yes to that. Set pieces, we need to wait for a set piece coach to come in really, don't we? So we'll wait for him to come in. Then what else do we need to look at? Transfers and contracts, negotiate. Yeah, I think I just tend to do all this anyway. It's I mean, the loan man finding development loans for young players. We'll give that to our loan manager. Yep. We'll stick with all of that. And player contracts for AS Monaco. Yeah, that's all fine. Media we've done, advice and reports is fine. Staff, yeah, I tend to keep all of that as well, so that's fine. Right, I think we're set up. I'll have a closer look at this in more detail. But what we will do is we'll come back on Monday. We'll choose the tactic we're going to play. We'll get through the summer ready for... So basically it's a transfer special on Monday. So I'll see you then for that. Have an amazing weekend. Hopefully you're getting up to some really good fun stuff. And let's come back with our batteries fully charged on Monday for a transfer special with our new club, AS Monaco.